Cheers, everybody. Hello, welcome. How are you? Hi. How's everybody doing? I'm in St. Bart's. It's our last day here in St. Bart's. We fly home tomorrow. I am terribly sad, but happy to get home to the cats at the same time. It's been an unbelievable trip. We've stayed in the most amazing location here at Eden Rock. If you ever get a chance to go to Eden Rock in St. Bart's, put it on your bucket list. It's one of my favorite places in the entire world. We've been here several times, and it didn't disappoint again this time. It was absolutely amazing. And, I continuously thanked Grant because when we stayed here, pre-kids, we stayed at the Eden Rock maybe 12 years ago, and we stayed in a room. Now we're staying in the Rockstar Villa. If you get a chance to Google it, you should. It's unbelievable. It's 16,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms. It's way more than we needed, but it was so worth it. Unbelievable service, butler, chef. I mean, it's literally like you're a rock star here. But I remember when we stayed here 12 years ago, we stayed in a room that was also beautiful here, don't get me wrong, but it was like, I don't know, maybe $600 a night. And at the time, Grant and I were so worried about money and, it was just different times and how far we've come in the last decade. And I really thanked Grant for being willing to suffer, pay the price, and work so very hard so that we can stay in a place like the Rockstar Villa and really be able to give that to our children. It's been an unbelievably phenomenal family bonding experience. We went to 19 countries last year, but again, we haven't had like family vacation. We didn't travel with an entourage this time. We brought one person with us. The family assistant, April, came with us, but there was no other entourage, no other work, basically, very minimal. And we did things like pastry chef, swimming with the kids, family date night at restaurants, just the 4 of us, scuba diving. The list goes on, piano lessons, boxing. It was just so important to be able to put that time in with just your family. So I recommend this place for anyone. If you've never been here before, put it on your bucket list. I want to tell Hoosier, did I say it right? Hoosier veteran, happy Veterans Day to you and to all the other veterans out there. Thank you so much for your dedication we played Frisbee, we did art lessons. Yes, it's just we did spa day yesterday. To be able to afford that is just mind blowing for someone like me who grew up in a very middle class environment where we watched every penny and it was so much scarcity and eat all your food and to be able now to not have to worry about that because we've really put in the work and we've really worked together. One of the things I'm most proud of about my relationship is how much Grant and I have worked in a collaborated, coordinated effort together to get where we are now today. And it's so worth it. Grant says, pay the price. Are you willing to pay the price so that one day you can pay any price? And it certainly paid off for us. Thank you, Joe, for your service. But why I'm live right now is I want to remind you all that tonight in 8 minutes is my 10X networking call, 10xladies.com/network. And you can go there. It's a free call I do every Wednesday. Oh, thank you. You're the best woman ever. I love that. Thank you. I've really made this trip, I really made it my duty to wear that hat as a really good mom and wife to really provide memories and experiences that will last for an eternity for my family. And I'm really proud of all the creativity that I did and provided for this trip. Okay, now I posted 10X Ladies. I pinned it right here, 10xladies.com/network. How's everybody else doing? Last week on the 10X Ladies call, I was talking about be your own stability. Of course, as you all know, last Wednesday was the day after our exciting election. And so a lot of people were feeling uncertain on each side. Remember, everything hadn't come in yet. So I was saying, you know what? Create your own stability. What can you control? I gave homework to write 10 things that you could control right now. So out of that list, I wrote family. That's something I can control. And out of that, I made this incredible list of activities that I could do with the children because it was something I could control. I can control bringing my family together and getting us more fortified and stronger and having these moments. And in doing stuff like that, you know, it makes you happy. You get outside of your own head of all the worries and the what ifs and the blah, 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 blah. So I'll definitely be going over that tonight. I want to hear some of the other ideas and creative ways that other people came up with their 10 lists. And I have my notes here. So I'll definitely be taking notes so I can implement any ideas that I didn't think of myself. Didn't you reach all your goals? No, I have not reached all my goals. I have a lot of goals, big goals. You know, that's one of the biggest mistakes Grant and I made early on was we didn't go big enough, fast enough. We didn't think big enough, early enough. We didn't align ourselves around, you know, big thinkers and the right people. So, and we weren't fortified as a team. So we were kind of battling each other, where we eventually got on the same page and worked with each other in order to boost into this hyper, heightened level of success now. Anywho, yes, so the big goals, big dreams, big think, that didn't come easy for us, but we've certainly figured a few things out. And like I was saying about the big goals, one of the things that is so important in setting goals so ginormous and so huge is when they are that big and that unachievable, they force you to be on the same page and let the small stuff kind of slide a little bit and not get on each other's back, because you realize if you want to achieve a goal that big, then there really isn't time to waste trying to fight each other when you're trying to win, you know, 7 billion people on the planet to know who you are and have success with your products and services. So you set goals like that up, all of a sudden you're like, okay, so what? He didn't clean his dishes, or, you know, stole my toothbrush and left it in a puddle of disgusting water on the counter. All of a sudden you're like, hey, 7 billion people, I want to reach you with, okay, am I going to fight him right now, or are we going to keep going forward? So no, I haven't hit all of our goals yet. But definitely we've hit sub targets along the way so that we can actually see that we are winning and we're not getting overwhelmed, because big target goals don't happen overnight. Say they took a decade in our case to hit like the first kind of win. Now we've set them so far big for the future that, you know, it may never happen. Cuba, is Cuba in the house? Can you please say hi to Kelly Cuba? Oh, maybe that's her last name. That's our girl. That's Giovanni's girlfriend. Okay, so 10xladies.com/network. Go sign up right now. It's a free call I do. It's an amazing way to hook up with like-minded people. It's not a political outlet. This is really a call that I do so that like-minded women who want to 10x, who want to go big, can connect with other people who will support them in their goals, in their dreams, and never say no and you can't, and, you know, when's enough. Like you're not going to hear that from our group. So if you want to join our group of 10x ladies, we'd love to have you. Again, you know, my mission, my purpose in life is to help fast track your way to success. So, you know, the 10 years and the decade of what I learned being the woman beside the man and running the behind the scenes operations of what's now almost a $2 billion empire. Actually, we're 2.1 billion. Sorry. I've been on vacation too long. My goal is to help fast track somebody else's way to success. So it doesn't have to take you 10 years. Maybe it only takes you 5. That would be my wish and my goal for you. So that's why Grant and I have made our lives so transparent. We made a vow to ourselves in 2008 when we were poor rich people. That's when I discovered we were poor rich people in 2008, when an economic collapse and lawsuits and other various components came in and threatened to wipe us completely out. That's when I realized there's such a thing as poor rich people, which we were at the time. Now, short of a nuclear devastation, there's not much that can bring us down. I don't care who's in office. Fortunately for me and my family, we're pretty set up, and Grant is savvy enough and smart enough to protect everything that we've created. And so I know that I'll be happy and protected and provided for my life and my kids' life. And that's what I want for you as well. And that's why we've been so transparent. That's why I open the doors on our vacations. That's why I tell you everything that I tell you, because I want you to be able to have what you deserve and deserve to have your dreams come true and your goals. Good, bad, ugly, Grant and I aren't perfect. We've certainly figured a few things out. We're not the type of people that are going to claim to be like, the perfect couple who's happily 24/7 madly in love. I mean, we are most of the time. We have a 95-5. Grant and I say we're 95-5. 95% of the time we're rock solid, and 5% of the time we have to retweak and communicate and figure out how to make it work between us. But fortunately, I'm happy with the 95-5 that we've got going on. And certainly this trip that we took in St. Bart's really helped to and just make it, 100%. I mean, sometimes we operate 100%. All cylinders are firing and it's all systems a go. And this trip was exactly the reboot that we needed. And so anyway, 10xladies.com/network. I'm going to go over there right now. Hope to see you all there. If you can't make the 10X Ladies call, but you are interested in following me on my own platform, I put everything that I've ever done, including the calls and podcasts and everything, on ElenaCardone.biz. So you can follow me there as well. I'm going to eventually get everything to go into there so I can kind of control my own platform. So hopefully you join me on ElenaCardone.biz, and for sure tonight at 10xladies.com/network. I love you all. Thank you so much for being on. It's been so great seeing you, and I'll be back in the US tomorrow.